Happy.
We're happy.
Are we going left over here?
Yeah, no, we're going left, yeah. I can't find Greg and Lucky.
Well, no, you're not going to find it on the radio. It's online.
Welcome to another edition of Greg and Lucky's Happy Hour. We are on to the 15th episode.
The show is finally, it's getting there. We're doing good ground. We are. Did you see this amazing intro we just had? Hey, did you see that?
I didn't really notice what happens in it.
It's the logo animates.
Oh, the faces move.
The faces move. The logo comes out at you.
Yeah, I didn't notice.
The production value of the show is really picking up.
If you're listening, you didn't see anything. So that was a bummer for you. But thanks for joining us. So we're on wherever you can get your podcasts. We do this just so that you can try and feel a little bit happier.
Yeah. Just a little bit happier just in this bleak, tough times. Any reason to feel happy about?
For me,
yes.
You know, Lux, there've been a lot of reasons for me not to be happy recently.
Oh no, God, name them. Hey,
you can just run that off.
Yeah.
But you know, I was given a birthday present, which it's a present that I don't normally like.
Okay.
It was a voucher
for
Woolworths.
Oh yes.
But no, so normally I think, voucher. Oh, cool, I'll get something. And then you forget to get something, or just, you
I don't want to pry, but is it a big voucher? Like, is it a lot?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
No. Anyway, well, it's $500.
Oh, so it's good. Yes.
So
that's at least a bag at Woolies.
It is at Woolies.
Yeah.
And I went and I got myself some much needed winter underwear.
Oh, okay. Long johns.
Yes.
Yeah.
You've been
trying to find.
I've been talking about it for a while.
Oh, bro, because I actually need a second pair. So are they less than $500? Because that's great. Did you have to put in?
I went all out. So I bought tops, bottoms. So I did have to put in, but
okay. Please take a photo and post it so people can see what you look like.
No, why? This is one thing I don't understand about social media.
What?
People don't want to see you in your underpants unless you have a really hot body.
Yeah.
Which I don't.
Yeah.
And you, Mr. Duplessis, any reasons to feel happy?
So obviously we've spoken about this in previous one, but I've lost my job. But what was weird is I've gone back and had to do stuff that I've never had to do. So I've never had a CV. And we're going to talk about
this.
That's
nice.
We're going to talk about this. I've never had a CV because the jobs that I've always in advertising, you give your portfolio. No one cares about your CV. They couldn't care less.
They want to see what you make pretty.
So now I've had to do my CV, and I had some nice things to put in there, and I was quite I did that. Yeah, so that was quite cool, and that's kind of feeling like even though stuff's happened, and as you said, we've had a lot to be, not as happy about. I'm kind of I'm in a better place.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Just one thing for the CV, I was just thinking, one of my greatest achievements, working with Greg.
I might need you as a reference if you think about it. So someone might phone you and be like, have you ever worked with Lucky Duplessis? Yes.
No, I hate him.
Where do I start?
God stand him. No, I put in a good word for you.
Yes, yeah, please
if you sweeten my Woolworths voucher, maybe. You may have noticed if you're watching this, so we're not filming from Lucky's Lounge, which is, I like to say, a little bit of an upgrade.
Okay.
Because we're doing some other work and they've kindly let us film here. There's a Woolworths downstairs, so if you want to get me the voucher, you could just pop in there.
Okay, yeah.
We hope that you do have some reason to be happy. Also, I'm going to beg. Plead. I would get on my knees, but I don't know where this carpet's been, and this table's in front of me. But Lucky and I are always looking for your best stories. If you have an incredible story, the story that you tell the best, please, you've got to get hold of us.
Yeah,
slide into the
best,
DMs.
but it's also great. That, please, slide in our DMs.
And not a lie, like a story that's a true story.
And please, send it to us. We'd love to chat to you. We could even put you on the podcast and speak to you live on the actual podcast.
We're also always looking for somebody whose favorite color is beige.
Oh, yeah, we haven't found anyone yet.
No,
yeah.
It's not a popular color. I mean, when you're a child,
That's not the color you go
You're
for.
going red, blue, or green.
Yeah.
Maybe yellow.
Yellow, yeah, pink, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Those are the top ones. I think we got the usuals coming up as well. Going to have some question crane, game changers, etc. All coming up.
But let's get into some game changers. This is the longest running, thing that we've done on the podcast. This is actually one like staple of our podcast, the Game Changer.
Other than us.
Yeah. Yes.
If we had a third member, it would be the Game Changer.
Exactly.
We try to keep the fun fact going, but because of this lockdown, we haven't been able to meet up with our fun fact partner.
I know, it's so sad. But today, yes, last week you said, I don't know if it's a Game Changer, you were excited about it, but this one.
Oh, just quickly, let me fill you in if you didn't catch last week's episode. Lucky came to me with a game changer that was sort of like when your mother sends you a meme from 5 years ago. And you're like, yes, Mom, I have had WhatsApp and the internet for the past 5 years. I've seen that one. He was talking about a trolley. Anyway, we won't get into details. What you got today? Look, who am I to judge? I don't have anything.
Exactly. So today's game changer involves the one thing that a lot of us use, WeTransfer. Okay, now WeTransfer isn't the game changer. It is, but it's not the game changer.
If you don't know what WeTransfer is,
send big files.
It's a way to send your really big Excel documents to your boss. Because if you do know what WeTransfer is, you've obviously worked where you've got to send videos and files and whatever.
Files and whatnot. So the game changer, my wife explained this to me. Now, as you know, if you watch the podcast or you know Greg and myself, we are not working together anymore. And Greg is still working at the company, but I'm looking for a job. So I do this.
Do you have a cardboard sign?
No, I don't. I haven't gone there yet.
Okay, not yet.
No, not there.
Because you're a designer, so it better look flippin' good.
So this is my game changer. I have to send a file to a new prospective employer. Okay,
so you're sending them your portfolio.
So I sent them these files, but they're too big, so I WeTransfer them. So the WeTransfer goes through. You put now on WeTransfer, you put your mail. It's going to be sent from WeTransfer, but it's going to attach your mail and then their mail.
Yeah.
Send it. The person doesn't get it. They mail me 2 days ago saying, like, you haven't received your files. I freak out. I'm like, oh my God, I've wasted now a week. Like, what if I don't get it because of this? Like, I'm freaking out. So I go, sorry, I'll send it back to you. I even send you a screenshot of it. Anyways, my wife goes, why did you do that? I'm like, but I need you to WeTransfer. She goes, no. What you do on WeTransfer, this is the game changer, you WeTransfer yourself the thing. So you sent the mail to yourself. So Lucky Duplessis to Lucky Duplessis. Okay? Then what you do is
you copy that link and send it to them.
You send it to them. And they have the link of the phone. They click on it, the files download, but they just get the link. But they get the mail from you, Lucky, and they get that link. And that, my friend, is the game changer. Yeah.
Did your wife put you up to this? like is there... Where the cameras? Like, what is... Like, I mean, are you pulling my leg? Are you pulling my leg?
I've never done that. Do you do that often? Do you do
yes,
that all
sometimes.
the time?
Yes.
I've never done that. I have never done that.
Because sometimes you don't know if they're actually going to get the full WeTransfer, because WeTransfer comes from their own website, so it could go to junk, it could go anywhere else.
Exactly. I don't know that.
That's okay. It's fine. It's fine. We just... I propose we change game changers. We change the name. We call it Cool Things Lucky's Just Found Out About.
No.
And then you can...
All put a question mark. Game
changers?
Yeah.
Yes, I guess it is a game changer. It's cool. Great. That's how you operate it. But
okay, I didn't know that. You could have helped the brother out.
Sorry.
You left me in the dust.
I feel a little bad.
Over there, dying.
I've got... you know, have you heard about when there's plane crashes?
The black box.
Yeah, but sometimes one person lives or two people live and the rest of the plane dies.
Okay.
They have something called survivor's guilt.
Okay.
Or like, and they feel guilty that they've lived, that all these other people have died. Like, it's a serious thing.
Yeah, especially if the people that have died is like a family member. If it's a stranger, like, I didn't know you then.
Anyway,
I don't know
but
you
they
now.
have survivor's guilt that they survive.
Yeah.
I feel like I've got survivor's guilt from still having my job. And now I feel bad for ripping you off for your shit game changers.
So you do think it's a shit game changer?
Yeah, I think it's horrid.
Okay, fine. Don't have survivor's guilt. It's not your fault. I would have done exactly the same thing.
Oh, yeah, thank goodness.
Yeah, I
Thank
would have
goodness.
done, no. Who's going to say no to a job in this? The job? No, thanks. I'll find my own way. Thank you.
You know what? Just in principle, I'm not going to work for you either.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that.
Okay.
So it's okay.
Okay,
It's
so
okay.
I'm off with the
Don't
guilt. Then that game changer was horrible.
Go
I mean,
live.
that was just the worst thing I've seen in a while.
But if you got game changers as well, please let us know.
Yes, we've had a couple submissions before, but I mean, we're more than open to them. Slide in the DMs.
I'm open to them. Greg is very close to shit. He's just no.
No, I'll ease up. I'll ease up from now on. Facebook wasn't created in a day. Zuckerberg had to steal the idea from the Winklevoss guys. He had to then steal from the other guy, then slowly build the company. It took a long time to become the multi-billion-dollar company it is today.
Yeah, a lot of stealing, a lot of time, a lot of effort. That's
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm down for the stealing. Time and the effort, not so much.
Okay.
But if you listened last week to the podcast, we embarked on a new financial journey.
And well, he means he is until he makes millions, then I'll jump on.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's not the spirit. Anyway, we decided on the spear.
Yes,
We were
so
brainstorming softcore porno, actually full-time porno, a book that will then lead to a movie deal.
Now the idea is that the 50 Shades of Grey have made millions from this.
I just looked at the numbers earlier.
Okay.
50 Shades, the books,
Yeah.
$400 million.
Dollars.
That's just the books.
The movies?
The movie was, I think, just under that. Another 400.
Okay.
$800 million because sex still sells. I was wondering if sex still sells. It does, my friend.
Yeah.
It does. So, softcore porno, get in the right mindset. I've written the first passage.
Okay. Of the spear.
The spear.
Okay.
Okay. Our lead character.
Is this the intro to the book?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Our lead character is Pilani. He comes from royalty, but he doesn't really want to be royal. That's the whole thing.
Yeah. He wants women to love him for him.
Exactly. He is a god of a man. A little bit like a young Lucky.
Okay.
I mean, Lucky used to do diving. Like I remember in the Speedo. How did the girls keep their hands off you?
They just did.
Somehow.
Yeah.
Somehow they were able to resist your powers.
Yeah.
So I've got it here, and I think I'll find the right music maybe to put behind this.
Okay.
But I'm just going to read it to you, and you tell me what you're feeling.
Okay, so I'm going to go into that mindset of the spear.
And look, we're open to suggestions. We might not give you any of the money, but you'll be able to say, I contributed to that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what all the Zuckerberg people did. Okay, so The Spear, a story of love. We're hearing from Pam. She's our lead character because in 50 Shades of Grey, it's a woman. And in this 365 days, there's this new Polish novel that sparked this whole idea. It's also from a woman's perspective.
Okay.
And those
Why is
books
her
were
name
both...
Pam?
I wanted to go with PPP. Pam, Pilani, and
Passion.
passion. Far better than the word I was going to use. This is why I need you along here, okay? Okay. So here we go. It's just short. It's very short. It's 300 words. 300 words. I wonder if he'd ever even noticed me. He looked out of place. He looked like he'd be more comfortable in a Woolworths catalogue than in an actual Woolworths store. Pilani knew me, but we didn't really know each other. He was the first person at the store to welcome me when I started. Friendly, but distant. Even though every female and some of the male shoppers seemed so close to him. We have our regulars, and if any one of them is in need of assistance, they ask for Pilani. He's tall, dark, handsome, like a cliche, but better. I mean, it's literally in his name. Precious, majestic, and truly unforgettable. I think some of the single mothers get a little more than help from him. Right now, he's getting my attention. Damn, I wish I was that sack of potatoes. Then he could pick me up and put me down. His muscles receive no justice in those overalls, but I can still see what's under them. Look away, you've been staring, I tell myself. Pam looked away. Didn't your mother tell you not to stare? He said jokingly. I didn't know my mother. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's okay. Don't worry. Now I've made him feel awkward. You idiot. Look, Pam, I've noticed we're both off this weekend on the roster, and I was wondering if you'd like to come out with me. I want a chopper trip around the harbor and the mountain, and my mom can't make it. It's going to expire this week, and I've asked around and nobody else is keen. Maybe that's why he doesn't talk much. He's terrible at it. Sorry, that was dumb. I mean, I really like you to come with me. Yeah, that's as far as I've got.
Okay.
Well, no,
okay.
and then it goes, I like Pilates and wine. He likes me. I could get into that in more ways than one.
Okay. Before that, creepy came. I was actually captivated. I was like, "Oh, you had me there." I'm interested to hear what happens on the trip.
Oh, man.
Who knows?
Well, who knows? I mean,
It's not great.
that sack of potatoes is going to get peeled, my friend.
That is, that's good. You've written a really. I'm intrigued. I'm a little.
So the whole thing is we were going with for Pilani being the dude who owns the Woolworths.
Yeah.
So the chopper trip, he's not really winning a trip with his mom.
Of course not. He's obviously
No,
not.
he
winning.
owns
The only
trip.
thing I would say is you'd never ever say to somebody, "I've asked around and no one else can go," because then you're saying to her, "You were the last person on my choice."
Yeah, but that's the point. That was the point of that sentence. Then she goes, oh, he's not very nice at speaking, but then he's just playing dumb so that he can have the fun.
Okay, all right, but it's a bit risky.
Surely, have you ever played dumb to have the fun?
No, I usually try to play smart. Yes, I do. Inception says things. Multiplication.
I think I know some of my friends, girls, who have played dumb intentionally
to get.
to get a guy.
Yeah.
That's bad advice. If you're a girl in your ages between formative years, shall I say,
Yeah,
don't do that.
But I've heard.
Don't let men pretend to be cleverer than
I've also
you.
heard that because it's that women don't want to be because they don't want to seem so that the men feel inferior. What's it? Is it?
Yeah.
So they have to dumb it down so that they can get with this chap.
No. Lucky and I are both men who are inferior to our wives.
Yes.
And you don't have to be dumbing yourself down for any man. So there, I'm just thinking that's the spear. I was just thinking working on the name, I was thinking G.L. Vixen.
Our author's name.
Yeah.
So for those who don't know, the reason he's going GL, this is a study that was done and we spoke about on air. They said that more people, so they took a name like John Smith and they said, guys, this is the book and it's written by John Smith. And then they said, then they took another book and they said, this book was written by J.S.
Smith.
J.L. Smith. And more people wanted to read books that were written by acronyms than that were written by full names.
Yeah.
And they perceived it as people being smarter. So AKA J.K. Rowling, J.R.R. Tolkien, GLV, Vixen.
Vixen's a bit much, maybe.
So that's why he's going GL. I'm just needed to explain.
I mean, how many pages do you think I got? I mean, that's 300 words. So what I got to do? Put in another.
Is that a page?
20,000. I don't know if I could write for that long. I mean, after the chopper ride, maybe she sees him do the helicopter. I don't know.
Listen, there's a lot to unpack. There is a lot to unpack. That's obviously not the first page. I'm assuming.
Oh, is that not the? No. It's like it's like we are Tom Cruise. We've just landed in the middle of action. That's the thing. We're gonna find out more.
No, because for me,
we will have to hear his backstory. We'll get to his backstory.
Not his backstory, hers. You know, she starts at this company. She doesn't notice him or see him at first. And then that one day, she's now been there for 3, 4, 5 days. Actually, my wife and I met like that. She had been there for the company a couple of days. And then only when I was like, who the
hell is that girl by the printer?
Like, oh, that's a new girl. And you guys didn't introduce me to her? All the stupid stories you tell me every day and no one says her name? Yeah. So that's kind of
Didn't you find things to just do in her department?
Like
you would make your way upstairs.
I would just start printing shit. Because we were in the opposite corridor. So I would just start printing like things. Because the printer was in their block. So I would like...
Oh, you old romantic.
Does anyone need anything printed? Anything I'm getting?
I'm just getting that.
I'm just getting some stuff. Anyone?
No, Lux, last time you went to the printer and you came back 40 minutes later, so no.
Yeah. And you didn't even bring my printer.
Yeah, you're killing me, yeah, son.
But listen, the story's great.
GL Vixen, we're moving forward.
I think you're doing well. I think it's great.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll probably give you another
I'll work
update
on the
in
front
about
cover
7
design.
years. No, that's great authors like Game of Thrones guy. He's kept people on edge for a long time. So I'll just keep this, I'll drag this.
Okay, cool.
And
All
then
right.
I'm expecting, $400 million plus minus. Split it 2 ways. Maybe even we'll.
If you know someone in the publishing world, we got something special, yeah. We just got to work on our...
I would be terrified if someone was like, yeah, cool. Give us an outline.
It's a draft. Huh? What? What do we wait? No, it is cold outside. No, what did you
Yes,
say?
there is a draft. That's all Lucky's told me about.
That's
this.
not the intro I was looking for, but okay.
Okay, well, why don't we rewind?
No, it's okay.
You can start.
We edit now.
Okay.
I like the enthusiasm, but I said in the beginning of the show that I was
Trying to get a job.
and I was trying to do my CV. So I said to
Yes.
my wife, please send me your CV so that I can just take your CV, delete everything that you... So every
put mine in.
heading you have, just put my stuff in and delete yours.
Yeah, nice. Template.
So I'm looking at her CV. Now I've got her CV here.
Lucky has printed it out for us kindly. It looks pretty... just first impression. It looks pretty heavy.
Thick.
There's a lot of information here.
Yeah, it's a thick bitch. It's
there's a lot of stuff going on here.
My wife's 38, so she's done a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want you to look at. I want you to.
we flipped it. We're on to page 2 now.
Yeah, we're gonna get back to the. I want you to go to part-time work experience at the top.
Part-time. Oh, no, that's page 3, my
See
friend.
that?
Yes, part-time work experience.
Discount Pharmacy,
Discount Pharmacy.
Rage Footwear Village.
Okay.
Okay, my wife. Like, do you have any part-time experience that you did? Like,
No. Otherwise, I told you about my short stint as a children's church contributor. Did I not tell you? A youth group leader. Would that fall in part-time?
It would not. Okay, then go down there.
Okay, but now, what the fuck does this have to do with my job in advertising?
No, just look at this.
Okay.
Oh, what the
Computer
reason? The reason
literacy?
I wanted to talk about this is my wife, Nafi, Greg. We've spoken about it a couple of times on the show, but she is.
We've
such
just been bashing her pretty much every single.
She is such a huge nerd. But
Yeah,
I love
she
her.
is.
But she does. Like,
This is her kind of
if
thing.
you look at her additional stuff that she's done, taught matric accounting at Leuco Prison.
This was obviously BL. Before Lucky.
Yeah, this is BL. Yeah. Taught sign language to a small deaf girl at Sparrows. First aid course.
She knows sign language.
She knows sign language 100%.
Who's
fluent.
deaf in your house?
No one. She just knows it. She just knows. Well, I am, because she says I never listen.
Yeah, sign language not going to work when Lucky's got
Yeah.
rugby on. It's just Lucky looking at the screen.
Like,
Lux, Diego's just shat in the bath. Lucky.
But the reason I wanted to talk about this is because my wife is a massive nerd, but I love her, and she's done so much. But if you go to the front page, bro, this is so.
My mouth's open. I'm reading some other things here. It's juicy.
To talk,
My exposure to sign language has made me tolerant, aware of, and has broadened my outlook on other people's cultures, difficulties, and needs.
hey,
Yeah, no,
It's
it's
power.
good. It's a good
Power.
sentence. I like what's going on there.
Now, if you go to, so she starts off with a biographical profile, then she goes down to education. Now, this is where it gets interesting. So, education, she postgrad diploma in management, Wits Business School, great. Okay. Bachelor of Arts in Industrial Psychology, great. Matriculation, that's where we want to talk about. Rampart High, great school. 1999.
Can I just quickly, humans love talking about themselves.
Yeah.
I have not put my high school marks in my CV for very good reasons.
Yeah, no, she only put a distinction. So the one subject.
Oh, only the distinctions. I'm looking at the page here, my friend. That's a good 15 centimeters or 10 centimeters.
No. The rest aren't subjects. Look at it.
They're just awards.
Look.
Oh, my goodness. There's an enthusiasm award.
No. Look. So the first one is distinction, mathematics. Great. Standard grade. Prefect. Cool. Prefect's committee secretary. So I was like, what is that? She's like, she was the secretary of the prefects. Okay, great.
You're like, oh, babe, that must have really got you going. And she was like, oh, I loved it.
Drama team award. Cool. Okay. Award. Enthusiasm. Loyalty to the school. Pleasant and courteous attitude. So I'm like, ooh, is that an award? What is
I'm going to be mean. That's like, hey, you can't play sport award. No. She's really nice.
No, but my wife danced. She didn't do sport. She danced. She was a ballet.
It doesn't matter. I'm just here telling you that's the award that schools have for the kids who don't play sports.
Award. Responsibility and mature. Pleasant and positive attitude. I said to her, what does that even mean?
Bro, you've got to cut some things out of this thing.
Class secretary. I was like, what is a class secretary? It's the person that...
No, I'm sorry, but your wife is 38 years old. I don't give a fuck about your school history. Like, no, I'm being honest. Being honest. If I'm hiring someone, you were great at school. When was that? Over 12 years ago.
Sorry, his math is so shit.
Whatever, a long time.
25 years.
Whatever.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're no one to talk about maths being crap around here, my boy. But look, so yours is going to be a lot thinner.
Oh, no. Mine will be a pamphlet. So is this your CV? Yes, that pamphlet.
Yes, that's my pamphlet.
Why is it A5? I wanted to make it look big, but it's all the width.
There are two types of sales. Sales on a ship and sales that you make. And sometimes it's better that you just get on the sails with the ship and go away.
Oh my God. Oh, that's good. I like that. Sales on a ship.
The reason I'm talking about sales is because it is time for Shit Tank.
Every week we do this. We alternate. This week I have to convince Greg about something he doesn't like. This is why we do Shit Tank. And you've got some stuff for me that you want me to try and convince you that it's good.
Yeah, you've got 1 minute to do it. You were in the debating team, I think, at school?
No. Yes, I was. Actually, I was in the debating team. Yeah.
So you did debating?
Public speaking.
That's very similar. Choir?
If you're saying that, you don't know the difference.
The one you argue in front of other people, the other one you tell a speech in front of other people.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
You did choir.
You do know the difference.
Where you sing in front of other... Get on your sails and get out of here.
Yeah.
Chess.
Yeah.
And rugby. And diving. I mean, just imagine all the things you could put on your CV. I don't know if your wife wins this one.
Okay.
Anyway, so you're going to put your public speaking to the test, yeah? Get inside that hat. You've got 1 minute to tell me something that I don't like. If there's something you don't specifically like, Lucky and I can both try and sell it to you. You've got 1 minute to sell me the shit tank. What did you get? K-pop. Okay.
K-pop is the very...
I'll tell you why I don't like it. I don't understand it. I don't like it. I don't see anything about it that I can relate to.
It's a very popular...
It hurts my ears occasionally.
It's Korean pop, so that's what pop music.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, it's Korean pop music,
Okay,
actually.
cool.
That's exactly what it is. You got 1 minute to sell me on Korean pop music, and go.
I think the importance about Korean pop and what I like about it is that we are being opened up to different cultures. It's given a name, K-pop, but if you make a popular song in Uganda, they're not going to call it African pop. It's just pop music. And it's just given it a name because Korea or Asia has put such a thing on it that, oh my goodness, like these guys are from this country or this Asian country and they're making pop music and it's become a thing. And so many pop stars are coming out of Korea to and making music.
Name me two. No, name me two.
I don't know their names. I'm not a Korean
so
pop.
many. Then retract that statement. I'm putting 10 seconds on.
Anyways, I think Korean pop is good. It opens us up to different cultures. We're learning about them, and it shows that, listen, it's massive here. People in South Africa love a K-pop. When we were on radio, they used to request it all the time. I think it's good. It gives us a show or a reference to what other people are doing in other cultures and how they're doing.
You got 10 more seconds. I had a 10-second penalty. Please continue for 10 seconds.
Korean pop is the way to go. Just let it be.
I'm a bit disappointed with yourself. I like your one point about culture. That's good. It does open me up to other cultures. Nothing else makes me flip and want to listen to K-pop at all. You gave me no sell about them being creative. You didn't even mention Psy.
Oh, Psy, man.
What's the big band? There's probably a 13-year-old girl has actually just died from a heart attack, hyperventilating about me not knowing the name.
Calum.
No, they're not called Calum. They're called...
I don't know.
Oh my goodness, Brew, they are huge. Oh, Granny Google's going to have to solve this one.
I don't know what that is.
A massive K-pop band. There's a K-pop band called Massive. 15 biggest Korean pop bands. There's also one called Big. Accept the cookies. Yeah, okay. We'll move on. Just imagine if you actually got given cookies. They said, accept the cookies. Like you get a delivery from Take a Lot. Come on, BTS.
BTS.
How could I not get that?
Yes, BTS.
What does BTS mean?
Behind the signs.
What does BTS mean?
Here is information from Wikipedia.
Oh, thank you. How informative. Bangtan Boys.
As opposed to Ben 10 Boys. Ben 10 songs.
No, I don't know. Anyway, so if you're a big fan of K-pop, you and I will have different playlists.
Merch. What was that? Where did that come from?
I know, there's an echo in here. Merch. I didn't, pirates bury their treasure when they have such wonderful goods.
Do they do it because they're going to come back and claim it so that they can't get killed for it?
Yeah. No, and the whole thing is...
Because obviously they weren't banks back
can't have
then.
too much gold weighing down your ship.
Okay.
That's why we can't have too much merch weighing down our houses.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Lucky and I, we forked out big bucks for this. Merch. This is our pirate's treasure. Once in a lifetime, Greg and Lucky Speedos.
Greg and beanies.
They're beanies.
Greg and Lucky beanies, black and white. But now
just like us, Lucky.
Yes. Thank you for that astute observation. Thank you.
Anytime.
Yeah.
They're fresh. They look dope. We got them made just for you, for our exclusive VIP podcast listeners.
Now, the thing is, there's only 48 of them because Greg's already given one away. Okay? So...
There were 49. Oh, I've given that one away. But
yeah.
That person was very nice to us.
Yes. So we are not going to just give these away. Like people have been saying on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, oh, can I have one? Oh, I want one for my birthday. That's a great story. Thank you. But it doesn't work like that. Okay?
No. You got to work for these.
Yes. So and the reason Greg was referencing a pirate ship or a pirate.
No, we're having a treasure hunt, yo.
So we've buried these somewhere in Johannesburg.
Yes.
2. One white, one black.
Oh, are we starting off with a bumper win? Or are we going to have 2 winners?
No, remember, it's 2
Because
different places.
See, the thing is though, is like if I find pirate treasure, hear me out. If I find pirate treasure, I'm not going to leave half for another pirate. I want all the treasure.
Yeah, but there's 2 different places, remember? Where we
Oh, sorry, got to get on the same.
Yes.
See, that's the thing.
There's
Pirates drink too much rum and you forget where the treasure's hidden.
There's 2 different places. So the thing is as well is that there's one place. Yeah, give it away too much.
Okay, sorry. Yeah.
Shut up.
Okay.
Stop talking.
Okay, the Beanie Hunt is on and you need to find the beanie.
Every single week, we will give away a clue. You will reply to us, and we're literally going to keep a tally. So we will check every single one of our social medias: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, like all of them.
No, not TikTok. We haven't been monitoring
Don't send us on
TikTok.
TikTok. Don't send. That's not going to happen on TikTok. Okay. So what'll happen?
Lucky and I purely use TikTok so we can look at booty pics without other people knowing.
That's not true. That's not true.
Okay, sorry, Bianca.
So we will give the clue, and then you will reply to us, James. Hey, Greg and Lucky, I think it is in Valcom.
Can I be a bit of a stickler?
Yeah.
You're only allowed a guess a day.
Oh, thank you. No, a guess a week, because the next week we're going to give you another one.
Yeah, but I mean, what if you got a fresh guess that you came up with while you were sleeping on the dreams of finding the beanie treasure? You know what I mean?
So a guess a day.
At most. I mean, don't spam us, because then you're going to annoy us, and then we're going to go dig up the treasure and hide it elsewhere.
I'm trying to think if there's a better way for us to get the info. So
You can send us a fax. Surely your wife, she's the one with all those details. And it will keep entries low.
Yeah.
I guarantee no one will get faxed entries.
Okay, I'm trying to think. Maybe Facebook.
Only. No, we'll accept it everywhere.
We'll accept it everywhere.
But do it privately. Don't do it in the comments.
No, do it and DM us. So
Yeah, if you do it in the comments,
probably
then
message us personally. Say, hey, Greg and Lucky, I think your clue is this. What we'll do is then the next week we'll give another clue, and then if you will write a tally of the people that are ahead
We're expecting this buried treasure to be found
in 10 weeks.
10. I thought we'd agreed on 3.
Oh, no. Okay, well, let's say 5.
I
Let's
mean,
meet halfway.
we've had 15 episodes. It feels like it's been 100. It has been 100 days.
15 weeks. Okay, yeah.
Maybe 3, maybe 5. If it goes to 10, then everybody needs to delete this podcast and stop, because then it means that we're all getting dumber for listening to the show.
So the first clue for the Beanie Hunt is, it is our favorite activity. It is one of our favorite activities.
Oh, I mean, you were throwing me right off there, because I like playing marbles sometimes.
He's never played he hasn't played marbles in 10 years. He's talking shit.
You don't know me.
You don't know me.
You're like actually,
Greg, what are you doing?
I really do.
I'm just throwing.
Playing the marbles.
What is the name for the big ones? Gooners.
Goons.
Yeah. Goons.
Oh, I haven't played marbles in
Is that
10
why?
years.
Is that why people
Go for your gun.
No, is that why people that beat other people are called goons, because they're bigger than you?
Yeah, I think so.
Huh.
I can't back that
He's
up.
talking.
I can't back that up at all. Okay, so clue 1 is out there.
It is one of our favorite activities. That is a clue. It is one of our favorite activities.
And I'll give you another clue.
No.
It's not sex.
That's 100% correct. All right.
I just want to clear that one up.
Yeah.
I didn't want people thinking about us having sex and then. What if Lux was one of us? Just a schmuck like some of us. Just a guy who likes to cuss, trying to make his way through. What would Lucky do? You want the good news or do you want the bad news?
Ooh, bad news first.
I haven't done any work on the intro for this segment.
Okay, well then give me the good news then, because
The good news is this is a dilemma that may have even happened to you.
okay.
Here, we try and get word from the wise. Lucky is an upstanding gentleman, an honorable man. Sometimes
in my later days.
Yeah. If you knew him at school, I mean, he literally stood up in assembly and lied to everyone. But that's a story for a different day. I'm going to retract that statement. Anyway, I turn to Lucky because he is such an upstanding moral man, and I think that we could all benefit from having an outlook like Lucky has on life. So that's why we find out what would Lucky do.
Yeah.
Here's the situation, Lux. You go to the shops.
Okay.
You're thinking, I want to get the missus a nice perfume.
Okay.
And you go, you're getting the perfume. Now, perfumes, they are very expensive, but you can normally get a big one and then a little one.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I'm a mega bucks and I'm only going to bankrupt myself a little bit.
Yeah.
You go there, you're checking out, you're getting everything, talking to the lady, schmoozing her. And you know, when you walk into that kind of area in the shop, it's always hard to breathe sometimes. The odors are so pungent,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
More makeup than you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Nails, longer than actual nails that go into walls. Ladies ringing you up. Says perfumes, $4,000. You're going for the big one, the expensive one. You notice that she charges you for the small one. What would Lucky do? Do you go, what would Lucky do? You notice you've just got yourself maybe 1,700 Rand saving. What would Lucky do?
All right. So a good person would.
I don't care. I want to know what Lucky would do.
No. Listen to me. So morally, I should say, listen, hey, because, you know, it's going to come out of her sale.
This is not what should you do. This is what would you do.
Yeah. In these times, I would just take it. Yeah. I would take it because...
I appreciate that honesty.
No.
You know, some people would have sat here and lied to my face like a little rat that they are. But you proudly run with your pigtail.
The reason why, okay, I don't know why I'm going to give you reasons, but okay. The reason why is it's not my fault.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? What must I do if you aren't smart enough to check your prices? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I would be like, oh, okay, cool, big, sweet, and just go about my way.
Okay.
And run the hell out of there. Run like a bear.
Pay for parking and get out.
Yeah.
Okay, so you take the deal.
I take the deal, yeah.
Okay.
I take the deal.
No, that's what, you know, it's a dilemma that can happen to people. I think it's happened to me like once or twice.
So when did you steal this perfume?
No. I've been in a shop where they haven't rung up something, or they've just packed it away and then I noticed, hey, they didn't put it in the bag kind of thing.
Well, I was buying bread the other day. Literally bread and milk.
So bread's a bit different to 1,700 Rands worth of smelly nice stuff.
6 rolls, milk, 380 Rand. I said, sorry, I think you've rung up something that's wrong. No, this is the correct price. I looked at the lady like, do I look like...
Does it say POES on my forehead?
I said, please ring it up again. She rang it up again, 350. They had to call the manager. Okay, like a Karen, I had to call the manager.
Oh, yeah?
And the manager's like, no, sorry, that's actually wrong. I'm sorry, we've obviously must have changed the codes to something. And I was like, because now the thing is, the lady is doing a job because she's scanning.
Yes, and the scan
but
says
now people don't, if you don't know, if you're not awake or woke, you know, you could get like 350 for milk and bread. I was like, oh my God, So
I thought you were going to go on now. Back in my day, bread and milk was just, just a half penny, a couple pence.
Oh, God.
Okay, but no, cool. So you would take the deal.
Yeah.
Be aware, Estee Lauder, Revlon, Average Lane, ladies, he's there to snake you.
Caca.
Sorry, it is time for the question crane. This is my attempt at a question crane.
Yeah, we forgot the question crane box at home, so this is why we. That's why.
Smooth move. That's on you, Lucky. It is on you.
Yeah.
The question crane. We folded 100 cranes, beating me, and I've forgotten how to fold a crane even now. And we added questions in their wings. We've got Lucky's wife.
Seen us.
Before she knew that we just lambasted her earlier on in the podcast, she has sent us 2 questions that were inside the wings of a crane.
So the first question is, what fad didn't you understand?
I'm trying to think what's a fad at the moment. I haven't been outside to see humans, so I don't really know what fad's big at the moment.
Yeah, so but I'm gonna go with the emo fad, and the reason I'm saying that, and also just want to highlight that, just because you don't understand it doesn't make it wrong. But I never understood the emo phase, and a lot of my friends were
I don't
emos.
understand murder, but it is rock.
Murder and emos are two different, very different.
I
things.
wasn't. This was not related to the emos. I was trying to poke holes in your story. You would be killed if a good cop sat down and did the whole interrogation thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd crack you.
Okay, all right. I don't even understand what's going on right now. I don't even understand what's.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So as I said, I haven't been outside in a while.
Yeah, but the emo phase for me was, well, not for me. I just never understood it. I never got part of it, and it was big. Like I have mates who still, I've got one or two that are still stuck in it. you
When
know?
I was
a young boy, yeah.
my father
It's like,
took me into
where did you get where did you get that guy liner, man? Like
Just in the eyeliner section, actually. That's where they sell that.
yeah.
I sort of understood it. I think I could have understood it. What you just didn't understand that people were sad when they could have been happy.
No, not that. I don't know where it comes from, where it originates, the idea of it, and it was just like you wear black like all the time, like no
And then the
other
straightened
colours.
hair.
The hair and the
Black and red.
red was a
Punk rock music kind of was just a precursor to the emo stage, I think.
Oh, okay.
Fad now.
Is TikTok a fad?
Sure, I don't think so. I think
Because the
it's
TikTok
here to stay.
videos
I think it
is-
is here to stay.
Yo, dude, I'm just like, okay, all right, okay.
And maybe that's something for you, but for me, like, you can spend hours on there, and then you look up, and then you realize I could have spent hours actually doing something.
Yeah. No, bro. I've taken TikTok and I've put it in folder of a folder because I can't. It's just it's so time
'Cause
consuming.
you don't have the strength to get rid of it, but
I might
3
need it.
clicks away.
I might need it on an island or something. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. For me, I don't understand people on lots of social media, like the overposters. There's always a small group of people who think that Facebook actually gives a hot shit about what you have to say, and it really doesn't. It really doesn't.
I know like five guys on Facebook. Dude, they stand.
They are
up.
political commentators. They are hilarious. They got a joke for everything.
There's this one guy who's the Facebook question master. Every day is a different question.
Hey, Facebook land, I want to know.
If you could kick a ball with which soccer player would it be? Who the fuck is this for? Are you doing a project? You're fucking 32, bro. Why are you?
Yeah, so I think it's a fad people sometimes go through. Like
Yeah.
being posters.
And I'm like, okay, all right, champ.
Woo.
Yeah, I'm skip.
Okay, so that was the one question.
Yeah.
Then the other question that your wife sent through to us was, what feature on a person do you find to be extremely attractive?
Now the old game Oaks had in high school was, and the question guys always asked each other was, "Are you a butt or a boob man?" And
That's boarding school for you.
that's any school. But
That's boys for you.
yeah, that's boys for you. There we go. But if there's a feature that's
I've gone.
yeah.
I really, really, really appreciate a pretty face. I'm being dead serious. Like someone who's like just got like a beautiful face. It's just like,
Yeah.
like, I don't know which Kardashian it is, but I mean, she's done so much work recently. It's just really looking great on her.
They're actually talking about Chloe. I think you're talking about Chloe. Chloe is looking. She was
Just a little touch here, a little nip here.
a little Botox there.
Yeah, I know. I think she's looking good.
She's looking good.
She's looking good.
And shame, she was made fun of because she was about like.
Well,
the
that's
ugly
what
sister.
happens. That's
Yeah.
what happens. The ugly ducking turns into the swan.
Exactly. Yeah. So a pretty face. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a big
I
fan
don't
of a
know
pretty
if this
face.
is a feature, but there's something, and it sounds you're gonna probably be like, oh, it's so cliche. There's something about, for me, and I told Greg this about a powerful woman,
I was gonna say,
dude.
confidence.
Like the company I used to work at, our CEO once told us to our faces, "I don't think you guys are good enough." And most people would have gone and like, oh, what a B, I hate her, whatever. I was like,
Lucky got a hard on.
I was like, that kind of turned me on. Did you get something? Did you get a feeling?
You guys ready to end this meeting? No, I could talk for a bit longer.
Greg was crying. He was like, what did he say?
Not good enough.
There's something about it for me.
But now she lives in a villa in France.
Exactly.
So she's okay.
Like there's something about like hardworking, powerful women that just get me. Like I'm just like, holy shit! Like I'll follow her into battle. Let's go. And it was like, where are you going? She was just telling us to do. Sorry, are we working? Okay, cool.
Yes, yeah. I think that is very attractive.
Yeah, it's very attractive.
There's also a fine line though. Sometimes.
Oh, yo, Lex, there's almost spit in your face, yell at you, and call you a little bitch.
Oh well, that's what some people like that.
Yeah, some people like that.
I mean, there was that story about the people who wanted to be tied up and
Oh yes, yeah, the
dominatrix and stuff.
Guy. That's not not like that. Yeah. So
yeah,
powerful women get me going.
How powerful? Like, do you watch WWE kind of stuff, or does the UFC get you going?
There's a joke that I do in my stand-up. I haven't done it in a long time.
Lucky's actually a really good stand-up comedian, but then he met me and I ruined his career.
Let's just take really good and just say
no,
he's
you
good.
were good.
He's good, yeah.
No. I'd call it really good, because if somebody is willing to pay you to come and talk to their company for an hour, you have to be really good.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, you got paid.
But there's a joke that I have, and I don't think you can make this joke.
Is this sexist?
No, it's not sexist. It's just a joke that I do, and I go, I love a strong woman, and then everyone claps. And I say, I love a strong woman. Like, it's just beautiful to see women out there doing their thing, whatever.
When she pins me down.
But you know what I do hate is strong women. And I talk about physically strong. And the joke is like...
So just body shaming in a different way. Yeah, really great.
No, I don't do it anymore. But it was just a joke about...
You got to be so careful as a comedian nowadays.
Yeah. Like, I actually was...
You can just make fun of fathers.
Like, white fathers as well.
Yeah. But you can't make fun of some other fathers who don't come back from the shops.
Yeah, so I was just like, that's but that was the joke that I had. But
okay.
So those are my answers to those questions.
Remember, if you've got any questions for the Question Crane, please
DM
you can
us.
get them in and we'll do them. The chickens have come home to roost.
Yes, they have, Bobby Boucher. Yes, they have.
We're just talking about cranes. Now we're talking about chickens. And Lucky and I have been doing a challenge.
A challenge for Nelson Mandela. The Nelson Mandela Challenge, actually. It's for Nelson Mandela down on the 18th of July, where we had to run 67 kilometers.
Yep.
And it's the reason for that is just to raise awareness.
Well,
and
for 67 minutes.
Yeah. Some people are paying 67 Rand for that day. So there's a lot of ways you can really contribute to the Nelson Mandela Foundation, which is great. Yeah.
As you can hear, Lucky's not terribly enthusiastic about the race. What he's more enthusiastic about is winning the race.
So Greg and I have been, tallying up and running and seeing who's first, whatever. And
the virtual race.
It's a virtual race. So unfortunately, the loser has to next week on this podcast will have to wear cycling shorts.
I mean, it's not the worst punishment.
Yeah, but it's not the best either.
No,
let's be honest. The whole show.
Well, it's just what's the famous Batman line?
Alfred, get me coffee.
No. He probably does ask for a lot of coffee because that guy's up all night. Jeez. Alfred must be like, dude, like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Anyway, you either die a hero or you live long enough to become a villain.
To see yourself become the villain,
yes. And apologies if you're a cyclist, but I hate you. I don't like cyclists. I know some really nice people who are cyclists. It's just a part of their life I'd like to think I don't want to see.
So the collective, so it's I also say this, and not about cyclists. And what Greg is meaning, because he doesn't really.
I don't hate. Hate's a wrong. He doesn't. Hate's a strong word.
No. But he's saying the collective group cyclists. Like, for instance, I always make fun that I say I hate four-ways, but I don't really hate everyone in four-ways. I just make fun of some people in four-ways because
I just hate being stuck there.
But there's also people drag the name down of that group. You know what I'm saying? So the collective.
There's some bad eggs.
Yeah, there's some bad eggs.
There are a couple bad eggs.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can even see their eggs when they're cycling. And now we are going to see my bad eggs.
Yes, because I've finished the race. I'm done. I've done my I actually did 68 kilometers because I ended up just running a route and then it ended up.
Yeah, but you're actually training for another marathon.
Yeah, I'm training for a marathon coming in the 1st of August.
I'm still going to finish my running.
Which is good. Because I
had a
think
doctor's note last week, which you...
that was hilarious.
that was
I watched that on the podcast.
That was insulting to my
I thought it
doctor.
was really clever of you to do that. I was in, but I was like,
I was actually trying to think about how can I come up with another excuse today. I was thinking of phoning the organizer and then getting her to call you and say the race is off or something, just to get you flipping flying. But then I was like, you know what? Let me just take the punishment.
Okay.
I'll take the punishment. I'll wear the cycling shorts, and then I think I'll even let you up the ante because I'm a good sport.
Okay.
There is another time you may nominate the cycling shorts card at any time.
So okay, but then so to do what?
No, so it's like in Monopoly. If you're a really great player of Monopoly, you make your own get out of jail free card, and then you keep it with you until you play, and then you just whip it out. So now I present you.
Monopoly.
I present you with the Get Greg in cycling shorts card.
Okay, all right.
Which you can use at your will.
Okay.
At any moment, as long as we can somehow get the shorts. But let's say we're going to the beach for a day, you can pull out the cycling shorts card. If we...
Do you know how much Greg will hate if I say, see you tomorrow in cycling shorts and we're at the beach and you're just sitting there and everyone's like, why did this idiot not just wear pants? Like, why is he... Like,
so you can use the Get Greg in cycling shorts card anytime. It's valid. I'd say I'm going to give you it's valid for a year.
Okay.
A year till Nelson Mandela Day next year.
Okay, that's cool.
Because that's a nice benchmark because you and I will forget. I know for sure we'll forget.
Okay.
So you can use the Get Greg in cycling shorts card. It's at free use. And I will wear cycling shorts in the next podcast.
Okay, that's great. That's awesome. Thank you. Can I just ask you this question? How far have you run?
I've actually run quite far.
Because I'm going to tell you this. You have 9 days left.
Yeah, so that would be 9 runs. No, 9 runs. Only 9 days.
Yeah.
Well, that would be 6 runs for me.
Okay, well...
No, so let me just quickly do a quick update for you. If I'm on Strava... I've got a fake name so that I don't get involved in this athletic community.
He changed his name of his Strava.
Okay, so I've done. Do you want to do a calculator here?
Yeah. Wait.
Here we got a calculator. Quickly going to do the maths. And where I go. Oh, no, it's right. Okay, so we got... It's just gone away. I don't know how to use these things. Okay, 5.
Yeah.
Plus 6.
Yeah.
Plus 6.
Yeah.
Plus 6.5.
Yes, yeah.
Plus 6.
Yeah.
Plus 6.5.
Yeah.
Plus 6.
And how far was it? 67. Okay, so you have 25 left.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. So you've run 42.
Already?
Yeah, you've run a marathon.
Oh, yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah, no, I'll finish it. I'm not a quitter.
That's good.
Unless it comes to certain other things that I don't want to do.
Okay, cool. So that's it. So
I'll be in the cycling shorts. We'll look sexy.
Yeah, I think it's next week. The 18th. I could be wrong.
Okay, well, we'll work on that. This is a really bad tail end. This is what they don't want. You want to end on a high. You want to leave people with something great.
Yeah, we're going to see you again next week. Thank you so much for watching the podcast. Greg will be in cycling shorts next week, so please tune in. It's going to be a great one.
And I'm going to go fast and loose. We're going to give away a beanie to the first responder. Somebody who sends us something dope in this podcast.
Okay, awesome. Done.
If it's not
we're
dope,
going to send it to you postnet to postnet because that's the cheapest.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Have you investigated?
Yeah.
Because you should have seen Lucky's lip drop when I said, let's get some merch and we'll give it away. He's like, so you mean we're going to have to pay to deliver these things? I was just thinking of sending you out there on the delivery train.
No.
Well, you're unemployed. I can pay you to do it.
Well, until next time.
With friends like me. Cheers. Have a lacquer one. Please get in touch. Like, comment, subscribe. And we'll hope that we'll see you happier next week.
Cheers.